But let's talk about Marvel and Netflix. I just learned recently that Marvel has canceled both Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Now I was a little upset
Trash.
about, yeah, super trash. I was very upset about them canceling Luke Cage. I thought Luke Cage was really strong. I thought it had its ups and downs throughout the seasons, and there was some episodes that were skippable and missable. Because I think they would do better if the seasons were maybe like 7 to 10 episodes versus 13. But
Mhm.
I was upset that they kind of canceled Luke Cage because I thought where it was going, it could have got very
Mhm.
interesting with maybe Luke kind of turned into a little dark side maybe, or being confused or pulled between being a hero and a
Mhm.
dark side because of him now being the king of Harlem. Uh, but with Iron Fist was complete trash. Season one,
Mhm.
I never even finished season one. I just stopped, and then I tried to watch season two and give it a chance, and I literally did the thing where how you could just scroll through the episode, but you can see the pictures at the bottom as you scrolling. I just did that for every
Mhm.
episode and was like, oh, okay, I see what happened next. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Like, I didn't even watch it no more. I just stopped. And I thought Iron Fist was a complete letdown, even though they had this white character. And that's a whole conversation. But
Yeah.
I was willing to move past that if it was good, and it just wasn't good either. It was really terrible. The only good thing that I liked about Iron Fist was when he teamed up with Luke Cage in the actual Luke Cage show, and then I liked when he was in the Defenders show with Marvel on
Mhm.
Netflix. That was okay. But Iron Fist was pretty terrible, so I could see why they canceled it. But the Luke Cage
Mhm.
cancel is kind of a shock to me. What did you think about Luke Cage? What did you think about Iron Fist?
Well, I enjoyed wholeheartedly the first season of Luke Cage. It was great. It was dynamic, especially in the political climate that we were in. Thinking back to Trayvon Martin, how George Zimmerman felt threatened by a young black boy in a hoodie. And here we have Luke Cage, black man, bulletproof in a hoodie with a smile on his face.
Right.
It was great. I loved it. But the second season, I don't know what happened with Mike Coulter. He's the actor who plays Luke Cage, but it it seemed phoned in to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like how Misty out of nowhere lost her whole ass arm. Like why? Where's your arm, sis? Like, what kind of bullshit did you get yourself into to where you lost the whole shit? Like, you haven't even got the stuff. Like, it's just gone. Like what is it? Get back up. Bring help. Like, don't go, alone. Like, what is wrong with you? And I felt like it took a turn. And then they were trying to do all that social media stuff, and I'm like, okay, I get it. We're in the age of social media, technology, and everything is changing at a rapid pace, and everybody's trying to keep up with it. Don't do that in Hell's Kitchen. Don't do it. Because first off, it's too much going on for you to try and catch every piece of footage. Let's talk about that. And then with the episode where Luke Cage actually spoke into the cameras, when I knew that was going to be the end of my interest in the show. Because I'm like, why are you playing into that? It's one thing if they just happen to catch you, that happen to catch you doing something and they just record it, but now you turned yourself into a parody of what you were before.
Right.
You're doing it so that they can record you. You're doing it so you can get the attention and things of that nature. And it didn't feel as authentic as the first season. And as far as Iron Fist goes, they could have kept that shit. Let's Netflix, y'all keep it. Okay, I don't know what contract they have with Marvel or whatever, but I don't care for Iron Fist whatsoever because it's just the story just seems like it's plucked out of nowhere. From where they started filming with the first season, didn't even try to go with the second season. I'm okay. You know, because the first season pissed me off. I'm about to make myself even more mad with the second season. But it's like, that's not really good. And then also Jessica Jones. I don't understand.
I love Jessica Jones.
Like, what is really, I don't really get her purpose. Does she have powers? Is she just like randomly strong? Like, is she a good guy? Is she a bad guy? And I get it. It's all in Hell's Kitchen. I get it's a lot of things that goes on there apparently in this, you know, little universe. But I don't see the value in her, and I for damn sure don't see it with Iron Fist. Luke Cage could have been good, but they ruined it.
Yeah, I think that I like Jessica Jones a lot. I think I do struggle with like how does she fit? Like what is her role? Cuz you got like Luke Cage and he's a super strength man and you know, he stood along some other superheroes and Iron Fist is a superhero who's also stood beside other superheroes. So is Daredevil. But Jessica Jones she is like the oddball, because I'm gonna be honest, before Jessica Jones, I've never heard of Jessica Jones in the comics. Ever. And maybe that means I'm not as in deep as maybe some other people who know who she was, but I just never heard of her and I've never seen her mentioned or anything. So I do always question, I'm like, how does she stand? Like, can she really stand next to like Wolverine and Captain America? Like, I don't see her on the field.
She can't. She's the person on the sideline mad yelling at the villains because they fucking up her people.
Like, is she go? Can she fight Thanos, or is she gonna take a picture of him? I don't understand. Like, I don't.
She gonna take a picture and then take it to the police and be like, "This is the guy," you know, like, "Oh, I'm so angry." Like, this is like that's what she does. Like, I don't see, like, it's like, does she even have powers, or is she just like a mad ass bitch with a leather jacket and a hoodie? Like, I just need to know.
I don't know. She do got a really dope. She do got a nice apparel. I like the like black on black leather. It's pretty sweet, but I don't understand it, but I do like Jessica Jones. I thought she had I liked the first season a lot more than I liked the second season, but I did enjoy the second season. I did like Luke Cage first season. I actually enjoyed second season more. Well, I think I enjoyed the end of season 1, towards the end and with Cottonmouth and everybody. I think I enjoyed that more than the first half of season 1, and I think I enjoyed the second half of season 2 more than I enjoyed the first half of season 2. So and I just now started watching Daredevil season 3, so I see how that goes, because honestly I started watching Daredevil and I stopped. I wasn't actually interested in Daredevil. It didn't really click for me. And then I tried to watch season 2 with the Punisher and it still didn't click for me. So I'm hoping maybe season 3 will help me to understand why it's so good. I did enjoy Punisher. I thought that was a good show. But again, Iron Fist just was a letdown, and I knew it's kind of like what you said. Like, you could tell with the writing in the shows, it was very weird. Like, seasons just felt like they were changing mid-season. Like, oh, wait a minute, now people, and that's one of the reasons the deal fell apart, because of course Netflix and Disney, Marvel, they had different viewpoints on the writing. They, Marvel wanted to go a certain way, Netflix wanted the story to go a different way. And then of course with Disney starting their new streaming service, they're not going to Netflix is like, hey, can we get more superheroes? Can we get more crossovers? Can we get more, give us more superheroes? And Disney is like, wait a minute, we about to start a streaming service. No, we go put them shows on our show. We not about to give you no, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna give you a bunch of superheroes for your streaming network. We need those for ours. So a lot of that, obviously came into play with the whole deal. But it's sad to see Luke Cage go. Rest in peace, Luke Cage. Hopefully, we'll see, maybe we'll see a reprise on the Disney streaming service, a new Luke Cage.
They're gonna give Misty her damn arm back. That's what they need to do.
Well, I think Misty losing her arm is actually something that happened in the comics, I believe. I believe that's actually what happened. But it was strange, though, how they went about her losing the arm. It was very different.
Like, yeah, so
So
give Misty back her fucking limb. Give it that. Oh man. So Netflix is really grasping at straws.
yes,
Because first off, they took Black Panther off. I was looking for it yesterday and I couldn't find it, and I was highly upset.
what?
So, yeah, unless it was because I was looking for it on my phone, and I don't know if it has something to do with between phone, Fire Stick, Xbox, whatever system, or however you're watching your Netflix. I don't know the difference between that, but I couldn't find Black Panther, and I was visibly pissed for like an hour.
No.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, but they're going through it because nobody is really, like, everybody has Netflix or Hulu. Like, they have those things to where they can, pick up on their shows. But nobody's actually running to them, because although I did not like Iron Fist at all, I had no idea there was a season 2. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think to go and look for season 2.
That was one of the things in the report. It was saying that Netflix ultimately canceled both of those shows as well because they weren't. Both of those shows weren't adding subscribers either to their services. So when you have a show that's not really bringing in subscribers or it's not bringing in a lot of traction or attention, people tend to just be like, okay, well, this isn't really worth anything. So. That is a good point though, that it's not, people aren't clamoring for another season of Iron Fist. I may say there's some selectives clamoring for season 3 of Luke Cage, but again, not like that to where they felt it was necessary to keep the show.